Welcome to Land Academy. This is the Cash Flow from Land Show, where we show you how to buy unwanted vacant land and sell it for more on the internet. I'm Steve Butala.
I'm Jill DeWit.
We are your hosts. With over 15,000 completed transactions, we are the experts in this niche land flipping business.
We hold a drawing to win a free property every month. Enter to win by reviewing this show on iTunes and downloading our free ebook at landacademy.com. All right, let's get this show started.
Steve Butala here for Land Academy. Welcome to our Cash Flow from Land Show. In this episode, Jill and I talk about the pros and cons of hiring out an assistant versus doing it yourself on the weekend. Jill, this sings to me, this topic. You and I make some form of this decision just about every day at Landstay, our regular real land company. And before we talk about it, let's take a question from a caller. Go ahead.
Sure. All right. Pete from New York called in to say, let me back up and say, by the way, what Pete did was he called 888-735-5045. You can do that yourself, 888-735-5045.
Sounds like an infomercial.
Doesn't it? And
we're
leave
not going to sell you. There's not a salesperson at the other line selling you anything.
No, it's just a place to leave a message, leave a question, and we will maybe put you and or your question on our show.
Yeah, so. We'll either read it like this, and if you're interesting and funny, we'll put it right on the show, the actual question.
That would be really good. All right, Pete from New York called in and asked, it's easy to buy property pretty cheap. How do you sell it really fast to keep up with how much I can buy?
I'll answer that in a second, but this is how not to leave a message at 888-735-5045. I'll give you a few examples.
Okay, this is going to be good.
Jill's going to give you some too.
Okay.
This is Pete, New York. We have a trailer. I live in a trailer, and what do you guys do again? Sally. Hey, Sally. Please don't do that.
All right.
Here's how Pete actually did it. He said, Steve and Jill, love your show. So it's easy to buy property cheap. I do it all the time. And I've really learned a lot from you guys, but I'm having a bottleneck type problem selling property. So maybe you can answer it for me and anybody else who's interested.
Nice. He didn't call in like with a New York accent and be like New York fast.
I can't do a New York.
Pete from New Yorker says it's easy to buy property cheap. How do you even says?
I don't think. I don't think he's from Manhattan. I think it's upstate.
Oh, okay. Got it.
How would you call it? How would your sweet little Jill Southern California version?
Yo. Just kidding. No, I don't know.
That's Watts, not Watts.
Watts. Okay.
Let's do this. That's really
if
you're from Watts,
beachy.
How would you do it?
You want a beachy California message?
Yeah, and then Watts, though.
Oh, no. I don't know Watts.
Watts is the ghetto.
I know Watts, but
if you don't know Watts,
I have a funny story about Watts.
Go ahead.
All right.
We're never going to get to the topic.
This is awesome. Okay, one time years ago, I had rented a red Mustang convertible, and I'm cruising around with a friend of mine, and we're going somewhere to somebody's house in LA. Well, we made a long turn, and we're driving around with the top down, by the way, and all of a sudden we're going, oh, I don't feel really safe. We're looking around at the homes and the people. And we're like, I don't think we're in the right place. Next thing you know, we're rolling up the windows. We're locking the doors. Mm-hmm. We're putting the top up on the car.
For young girls, too.
Oh, my gosh. We were, two young girls alone. And it wasn't at night, thank goodness. But it was just like, we are not in the right place. It's
my whole childhood in Detroit.
We might have been going to a USC party or something because it's right there.
My whole childhood in Detroit was a wrong turn. If you had a wrong turn childhood like I have, call 888-735-5045 and talk about your wrong turn.
Wrong turn childhood, Steve.
If you would like to
Schedule B exception, Steve. That's your other name. Because that makes me feel good.
Just so that's not an inside joke. There's on every title policy, there's a Schedule B, and it's the exceptions that the policy doesn't cover.
Right.
And it makes my steam come out of my ears. Because it doesn't cover, the title policies don't cover anything.
Right.
Everything's in the title. Here's what a Schedule B exceptions reads like.
So good.
If you're an owner of the property, this title policy accepts you. It's an exception.
Right.
Never. Don't get me started on title.
Sorry to bring them up.
What's your name? Jill has how everybody has
Oh, don't say
Native
that.
Native American
We
names.
have not even answered
like
anything.
Dances with Wolves.
Oh gosh.
Jill's Native American name is Can't Say No.
Thanks a lot. I can't believe you just said that. Thank you. Oh, great.
Jill, you really shouldn't drink that milk there in the refrigerator. I think it's really expired. No, let me try. This is going to be fine.
I'm sure that's really not the context.
True story. True weekly story.
Okay. Anyway, what was the question? Did we answer the question? We didn't even answer the question.
No, he says he has no problem buying property, but he's got some trouble selling it.
Put it in a system. What's the problem?
Oh my gosh. Who's from New York now?
Put it in a system. By the way, have a good system, which we teach. Put it in a system, which we teach. Don't get hung up on the property, which we teach. Yeah. I mean, there's all kinds of, when you have the right.
You sound like it's so easy. Oh, wait, it is that easy.
It kind of is that easy when you know what you're doing. And that's what we do. That's why we're here. We can help you, and we can make it that easy, and we can.
What's an example of a system? What's your system?
What's my system?
Yeah, because it's crazy successful. And
well,
I'm not joking.
Fantastic. Thank you for asking. My system is it's good. First of all, how are you going to promote the property? You need to have a good description, have all your ducks in a row, have good pictures, good maps, done your homework, you know what the tax situation is, whatever. Dream it up. You have all the answers. You thought ahead of whatever your potential buyer might ask you about the property.
And you got to make sure your posting looks better than everyone else's on the internet.
Right. And then number 2 is
which we teach.
You have a system as to where you're going to promote the property, where you're going to advertise it. It's going to be on Landstay because it's getting big, by the way. So it's going to be on our website, landstay.com, because we have a lot of traffic.
This is a good time to bring that up, Joe. I don't mean to interrupt you, but Landstay forever has been our site where we sell our own property. We post it. Well, we are very soon going to open it up to anybody who wants to post their property on there. Mm-hmm. And what's unique about that versus a lot of other sites is that if you are able to take credit cards, and anybody is, if this baffles you, we show you exactly how to do it. We don't make any money on this. You can sign up to take credit cards, and you can post your information on that. And literally, you post your piece of property up there, and you post a link to checking out, having the buyer check out on it, pay a credit card. And all the money goes to you. It doesn't go to us. All we did was, create a great venue and traffic through this podcast and a million other ways that we create a lot of website traffic so you can sell your property. Mm-hmm. And when we introduce it, you won't even have to be a member. There will be an introductory period where it's just completely free.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Completely.
You love giving things away.
I know.
You're real big on giving things away.
A week ago? Did I ever tell you this?
Oh, no.
Maybe I
don't want to know.
This woman, she, very bright woman, she's a member.
Okay.
Bought our whole thing and went through it. And she said, I have a lot of questions about how to structure my LLC because I have rental property. This is very common. I have rental properties. I'm going to start flipping land, and then I want to start like a VRBO/Airbnb thing where I buy a piece of property, put a bunch of Airstream trailers and stuff, and make it all pretty, like a woman needs to do, not a man.
Right.
If men do it, it's going to stink and be awful.
Yeah. It's like you'd be happier in a tent.
She's like, can you tell me how many LLCs do I need? How do I do this? She's like, and the only reason I'm asking you is because I called my attorney. He wants to charge me $1,200 to talk about it.
What?
And I called my accountant, and he's like, he can do it all for $2,500. And I said, all right. And I started the email off like this. I will help you, completely help you, but you have to promise me you're not going to tell Jill because she gets mad.
Thank you.
Because we charge for consulting. So I walked her through the whole thing. It only took like 20 minutes. Okay. She was happy. We have a customer for life,
That's okay. I'm good with that.
If it was a guy, I wouldn't have done it at all.
Oh. That's all right.
No, I'm not. I'm just joking.
So, Good.
Wow. So, all right.
Did we answer the question? Yes. How do I sell it really fast to keep up? Well, and to sell it fast, then get it up there fast. And you know what? You price it right. You need to be.
Yeah. Okay. Go
you
ahead.
need to be. If you really want to sell it fast and flip it for cash, you bought it right. So you bought it at, you bought it so low that you can actually make a nice profit and advertise it for sale at probably half of the lowest type property out there that you can find. That's how you sell it fast.
Yeah. So there's two reasons that exactly two reasons properties don't sell. Number one, they are not priced properly. And number two, the right people, the people who are actually looking for that property right now, today, they turned on the internet. They're looking to buy that piece of property that you're trying to sell. They don't know about it.
They can't find it.
You're not connecting the dots.
Right.
I did a very successful blog on this in Bigger Pockets.
It's true.
Sounds simple, but it sounds simple. So, to synopsize how we sell property, Jill has a ultra awesome promo called a Hump Day Special, and she posts property to a closed group of people who have expressed interest every Wednesday on Hump Day, and we collect their names mostly based on information, other properties that we've sold or have for sale or have sold where people have expressed interest. So, like on sites like Land and Watch, Land and Farm, it's easy for the owner, the potential buyers, to click on the thing and say, "Hey, I'd really like to buy this property." Well, we collect their information, and we notify. We're not doing anything wrong. We collect a list, and then they get a Hump Day notice on Wednesday. And it's ultra cheap property. Price it probably half.
Or they've reached out to me. A lot of people just reach out to us personally about that.
We obviously sell it for more than we bought it, but if it was just posted, how much cheaper is it? Do you run the special?
Oh, you know what? I do it way lower than what I would if
half?
Oh yeah. It's
really?
Well, no, not half of what I'm going to advertise it for, but a really good price, because I'm going to flip it right now, and I don't have to go through all those motions. I'm not going to do that much. I'm not going to write a pretty description. I have some photos, but I'm not going to kill it on photos. I mean, that's my whole point. They're getting advance notice. Now they get it from me at a good price. They can still go out and make a nice profit, because they are going to they're going to do those other steps that I didn't want to do.
Right.
That's the point.
How do you sell property? You have a promo like that, and it doesn't happen overnight. It takes a while to collect potential buyers. The other way is that none of this would have happened, or we wouldn't have a list at all if we didn't have a bunch of property or like-kind properties that we post on websites like Land and Farm and Land Watch. So you have to, and Zillow, and Landstay and Zillow and Trulia and the whole thing. We teach it all in our program. So post it all over, plaster it all over the internet. Once it's looking great, you only have to produce it once and then post it a lot of different places.
Right.
And you're going to sell the heck out of it.
Yep.
If it's priced properly and you're posting it on the correct venues.
Not just Craigslist, not just.
That's one of them, though. I forgot to mention.
But not just
possibly eBay.
People get hung up on just one place. That's my main thing too. Don't get hung up on one place.
Fatal sales error. I bet you $1. This guy from New York, he posted it on Craigslist, and he's wondering why it's not selling.
Exactly. He's just sitting
There's
waiting.
no maps. He doesn't have any pictures.
Right.
It's
got pushed down the list, and no one knows it's there.
This, by the way, for the record, and I'm going to roll this back into our topic, is an excellent job for a virtual assistant.
Nice segue. Yeah. That was
There's some
brilliant.
stuff Jill and I are going to talk about. Stuff that you can sub out very safely, in my opinion. And there's stuff you need to do yourself.
Got it.
It's not necessarily the stuff you want to do, trust me.
Okay, maybe we should do a fun rapid fire VA. Let me ask you.
I like these little games.
Okay,
like talk show games.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you a list of things, and you're gonna say yes, no.
Okay,
for
wait,
VA.
I'm gonna train this. Let's do it. Awesome. But I want to ask you first. Today, this is Tuesday. We're recording this. Do you have your Hump Day special for Wednesday? Just so give somebody an idea before we do the rapid fire question. Like, what are you going to sell tomorrow?
I'm going to sell a big property up in Apache
What are the
County.
terms and stuff?
I don't know yet. I haven't decided.
How big is it? Tell me the whole thing.
One's 33, one's 40 acres. I haven't decided which one.
What do you like? What's a typical 40-acre? So, I can answer that. Retail is probably $20,000, $25,000.
I might sell
a good deal is 15.
That's what I'm thinking.
If we post,
I might post it at
15,
13, 14, 15.
You end up selling it for $9.
I don't know. You'd be surprised. It's good.
I'd run it at $9, sell it to the first person who calls.
We'll see.
All right.
Okay.
What'd you pay for it?
You want me to share?
Yeah.
No.
That's what this show's all about.
All right. $1,500.
Right. So this show's not going to air for like 9 days.
Okay. It's going to be gone. Okay. Thank you.
That's the business we're in. People.
All right.
You buy it for $1,000 or $2,000 and you sell it to somebody for 8 or 9 or 10 or 12.
Right.
So you make $25,000 on this thing. Probably.
I know. I'm well aware of that.
Work, Jill.
Thank you.
Proud of you.
Thank you.
All right.
It's what I do.
Go ahead.
Okay. So things VA, you say VA yes, VA or yes or no. Okay. Scheduling.
Yes. She means scheduling, like scheduling on a eBay auction or scheduling property for sale in these venues. Go.
Finding properties.
Absolutely not.
Pricing properties.
Absolutely not.
Babysitting.
Babysitting?
I don't know.
What the hell is babysitting?
I don't know. Never mind. I was trying to think of something funny to throw in there. Okay. That's a yes. No.
I didn't sub out babysitting.
Okay. IT stuff.
Yes.
Website creation.
Yes.
Marketing.
Nope. Can I do something?
Podcast.
No. Oh, like to do that? Yes.
Can you
I
imagine?
would definitely hire somebody to do a podcast.
We should do that. You know what?
It would be way better than this show.
You know what we're going to do? That would be hilarious. If we had one show where we had 2 people on our staff fill in as you and I, and just to see how it goes. Or like one person fill in as you.
Yeah.
Like, what was it?
Oh my
It'd be
gosh,
hilarious.
we should do that.
That would be so funny. Hi, I'm Jill today. I'm Jill. I'm the VA acting as Jill all day. And just to see what a disaster.
Gosh, that's brilliant.
Our office would be a mess if I had someone sub in for me all day or you all day. Wouldn't that be
you
great?
mean if we actually worked in our own companies?
Well, we do. We do. But I'm going to do that. That would be actually kind of fun. I'll take my right-hand person and we're going to swap. Or maybe not my right-hand person. I'm just going to pick somebody randomly and say we're going to swap jobs for a day and just see how that goes.
These are brilliant ideas.
It'd be hilarious.
You should take my right-hand person and have you interview my right-hand person.
As you.
And they're like making fun of me and doing an impression of me.
Yeah.
And I interview yours.
Done. That would be great.
That
We're going to do a VA show. It's VA Steve and VA Jill. Separate shows.
Not Schedule B Steve.
That's so funny. So there's that points out some things about a virtual assistant. The point of a virtual assistant is I think it should be really mundane.
Monkey tasks.
Right. Stuff that don't need your attention, that they really can't screw it up.
Okay.
Things.
Can I rapid fire question you?
Oh, sure.
Graphics.
Yes.
Oh, I don't know.
I have a VA
You
for
have
graphics.
a graphics thing. I like to do my own graphics. Yeah. Podcasting, engineering, and production.
Yes.
We're 0 for 2. We should make this a regular part of the show. It's funny as hell. We will be, Jill and I will be splitting up after this show.
What?
And because we're going to differ on every single thing.
What? No. I think because you have it into a system, Stephen.
I know.
In a good way. I mean, that is a positive thing.
Right.
It's not a talent. I don't need talent for the, I mean, do I?
I don't know.
All right.
I take too much on.
Yeah. I'm familiar with that. I do that too in different ways. Go ahead, bring me. Hit me where it hurts.
Here's one. Should you do your own mailer or sub it out? Should you print the paper out?
No,
put it in the envelope.
I should lick my own stamps,
Right.
lick my own envelope. Absolutely not. Good one. I have one that you're not asking me.
A lot of things to lick besides a stamp.
Dude,
.com.
Sorry, I didn't mean to say dude. There's a lot of things.
Lick something else beside a stamp.com.
What?
This is one of those shows.
Whoa.
That's not going to make the internet.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I have one that you and I don't agree on.
Yeah.
Answering the phone.
No, I think that, well, like a receptionist who answers the phone like, hey, this is Land Academy.
No sales calls.
Oh, no, you have to take those.
Okay, thank you.
can't
Good.
set
I'm
that
glad
out
you
at
agree
all.
with me on that one because I
That's
feel that
a
way
make
too.
or break situation.
Thank you.
But you can have and you should have a phone answering service where somebody it's not expensive.
They fields the calls before it gets to you.
Yeah, absolutely. Right. Because you want it to be, you don't want to be rustling around on your cell phone answering. You don't want that.
All day long.
You want a professional person to say, this is Jack Stevens' company. How may I direct your call? Oh, Jack's not available right now. That kind of thing.
Exactly. Okay, so what are we going to talk about on this show?
Well, I think we're talking about it.
Okay.
Virtual assistants versus, all right. So, here's there's a lot. Here's my points to writing this whole thing, this topic. Do not sub out choosing mailer data. All right. So we teach this a million times, and there are other people who teach this who say, yeah, you can just send it to a VA in a different country and they'll choose it for you. You do not want that. You want to get good at, even though you might hate it and say it's the hardest thing in the world the first time you do it. Trust me, this is what choosing good data, using your instincts to choosing good data and choosing owners who are going to sell their properties at a reduced price is imperative. And you need to learn and hone in on that skill. Mm-hmm. So you'd never want to sub something out like that. Printing a mailer, yeah, you want to sub that out for sure. Mm-hmm. You don't want to sit in front of a printer and make your kids stuff envelopes and stuff. I've done that a lot of years ago, and it's not a good idea.
I'm sure everybody loved that.
What else? Virtual assistants are excellent, like you said, for, I guess, probably doing graphics, scheduling postings.
Because they have a template. When you have an ABCD kind of a process, that's what they're for. Right. So I want 6 pictures that look like this one, mm-hmm. this one, this one, this one, and this one. And then I want this, and then put it all together and post it. Even if you just have it where you write the whole description, you have the photos, and you just have them do the post it here, post it there, that's perfect for a VA.
Right. So VAs do really well if they wake up in the morning and they really know what to expect. It's all in the system. Hey, it's the same thing I did for Jill last week or yesterday. If your project if it's very unique and one-off, it's a one-off project, I don't think that's a good VA thing in general. There's a lot of exceptions, but
right. Or there's money involved, like you were just talking about too. If they make some decisions that affect your offers or something like that, that could sink the ship almost.
Yeah. Any economic stuff you want to do yourself, like your, pricing and offer prices and sales prices, you have to do that yourself. That goes without saying. You want to do your own taxes?
Do I want to do my own taxes? No.
No, me either.
No, I'm not going to.
How about your own books? Do you sub that out? Your own financial statements and stuff?
That's kind of what I have you for.
I'm your VA.
You're right.
Steve, you're my VA.
You're my money VA. You're my business money VA.
Lick my stamp, Steve. You're my VA.
Oh my gosh. What is that? Wow. That was, whew. There goes the G rating. What was that?
You were a little surprised by that.
Yeah, I was. I think everybody was. This is now we never know what's going to come out of Steven's mouth.
There's some little kid in the backseat of his mom's car saying,
what does that mean, licking? Mommy?
Why are they licking a stamp?
What's a stamp?
What's a lick?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. That's so good.
So I think we made our point.
Okay.
Join us in another episode where Jill and I discuss what you should and should not lick and your all-important success in land investment and in life.
I can't believe you just said that. Oh, no.
That's why we have these little after talks.
Okay, children, we're talking about ice cream cones and lollipops.
Yes, yeah.
Because those taste better than stamps.
When you think about licking a stamp, how ridiculous is that?
Isn't that funny?
Our federal government's like, yo, lick this and put it on the envelope. I mean,
it really is silly when you think about
it's ridiculous.
The whole concept. And we know you paid us money because you have this little sticker.
Where has that stamp been?
I know.
And you're licking like chemicals and
we're still doing it all these years later, by the way. Now they're self-adhesive. I bet there's still some lick ones out there. I bet.
Are they self-adhesive now? I haven't still.
I only buy the self-adhesive ones. I don't know if
part of data to doorstep, part of your membership, it comes with a printer. It comes with a professional printer with a bulk mail license, and they send out letters for you.
And a professional liquor.
it's not just any old run-of-the-mill liquor that you can find in your own kitchen. It's a professional liquor.
Oh, my gosh. And it's all for less than the price of a stamp.
Oh, my gosh.
Anyway.
Let's go buy some property.
We hold a drawing to win a free property every month. Enter to win by reviewing this show on iTunes and downloading our free ebook at landacademy.com.
If you want to get involved or you need more information about our profitable, niche real estate operation, call 480-467-0359. You just might get Jill at the other end of the line.
landacademy.com. You are not alone in your real estate ambition.